Welcome back to Nursing Education. This is a street nurse vlog, number one. Today is December the 28th, 2022. Last night I bumped into one of my homeless friends. His name is, well, his initial is M. I'll just say M, just to keep his privacy. And I spoke to him, and I was very happy that he survived the recent winter storm we had on the 24th, 25th, because the temperatures were minus 26 with the wind chill. So I was just happy to see him, and he was well. And he made some requests for specific items. Space blanket was one, and yeah, that was pretty much the big thing he asked for, just that. So he didn't ask for much, but I did. For the first time, I told him who I was, what I do, that I'm a registered nurse, I'm a street nurse, and I asked him about his health. He mentioned how he had some injuries earlier in the year. Specifically, he said he had a broken rib and a dislocated disc in his back. So I asked him how that was going for him right now, and he said it's healed up, so didn't really have to help him too much in that regard. But I asked him, was there anything that he had any health concerns at the moment, in this present time, and he said he was okay. But I suspect, I mean, he denied having any pain, things like that, but I suspect he's at risk for frostbite. He doesn't tend to wear gloves very often, and he does seem to have a place where he stays. I don't know if it's an actual house or what that location is, but he told me he goes to Lawrence West subway station, around that area there. So I'm going to follow up with him on the Saturday morning, and I'm about to go off to downtown. I'm gonna give out some winter socks, some of these kinds of cold weather socks. Bought a bunch of those, and I brought my first aid kit as well. If there's anything I can do to help out, I'm just there to help, and I just pray that I would be able to be of service to my fellow men and women who are on the streets, whether they're homeless or whatever the situation is. I'm just here to help. So I'm a street nurse. I guess I've been a street nurse for a while, just haven't officially thought of myself as such. I watched a few videos from Kathy Crow, who had a very touching monologue about how her nurse hands may not, they change dressings and so on, and I could say the same thing. I changed dressings, I've changed catheters, I've provided the typical nursing bedside care, but these hands are still needed. They're still needed to help those who have nothing to offer in terms of money. They deserve to be treated with dignity and respect, and they deserve help. Yeah, our healthcare system in Canada, we were very proud of it, but in terms of homelessness, that's not an area that our healthcare system addresses. Whether you believe in him or not, Jesus Christ said, "You will have the homeless," or I should say the poor, with you always. So this is even a problem he couldn't, not that he can't fix it, but he said it will be with us for quite a while. So this is a monumental task. I'm not saying we're going to fix homelessness, but in whatever capacity I can to make a difference. So I understand that, as far as my understanding is, it's not really a problem of food. It's not a lack of food, it's a lack of shelter. It's a lack of security in those shelters, a lack of there's a lot of theft, a lot of violence going on in those places, drug abuse, people who are under the influence of drugs or alcohol, and so people's safety that's their number one concern, safety. I shouldn't say number one, but that's the top three. is shelter, having somewhere warm to stay overnight, especially in extreme cold weather conditions, and secondly is security. These are basic human needs, as Maslow identifies in his hierarchy of needs. So I'm off to downtown, going to take the subway there, and I'll do another vlog afterwards to report on what happened. So my top 3 questions to ask the homeless people, individuals, is, what is your name? So I'm going to write down their initials. I'm going to tell them I'm a nurse. It's not really a question. Number 2, I'm going to ask them, how are you doing? How are you feeling? How's your health? Is there anything I could help you with in terms of health? And number 3, what specific needs do you have in terms of items or whatever it is, social, emotional support? And 4th, where do you stay? Where do you live? And I guess number 5 is, how can you improve your situation? How can I help you to improve that situation? Is there job opportunities for you? Is there a plan you have? And is there a way maybe I can help advocate for you in that respect? So that's all I have for you this video. This is a street nurse vlog number 1, talking about my experience yesterday when I bumped into my friend M, who I've been in contact with for at least a month, on and off. And I'm going to go downtown and see how I can be of help to people. So thanks for your support. Please like and subscribe this video and this channel so I can continue doing my street nurse mission.